Turn it up, everybody. It's time to get turned up. Oh, man. Is this our last show of the preseason?
Wow.
Oh, let's go. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the DNVR Nuggets podcast.
Let's go.
Presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app. Use the code DNVR365 when you sign up. Choose your offer. Find out why. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. We're also coming to you live from the Toyota Lounge. Driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. It is the eve of Denver Nuggets debut. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for it. I got those basketball feelings tingling again last night as I was watching the NBC broadcast. And on this very show, it is time. We've done a lot of things. Documentary, tarot episodes, all the lead up, everything we've done. The big written preview that we did, 7,000 words. But today, it's time to go on wax and make our bold predictions. That includes you, Brennan Vogt.
Oh, no. I'm excited. My first bold prediction is that this is going to be a really good show.
That's a great wrong already.
Two pepper take.
Tough one already. 0 for 1. Over here, D-Line Co.
That's right. Yeah, dude. We're finally out of the dog days of the preseason. We're back into the... Tomorrow it starts. The crazy thing is, it feels like the season's been going on for a long time, but it hasn't.
It has not started.
Actually not started.
It has not started. It starts tomorrow. Rounding out the show, Harrison Wind.
I was just thinking that this time tomorrow, well, a little later than this time tomorrow, first watch along of the season as well.
You love the watch along more than anything.
I'm so ready for the watch along, baby. I can't wait.
We're going to have the watch along on playback, by the way, too, tomorrow. We'll have it on our YouTube channel as normal, but you can also, if you have the accounts and you want to watch the game that way with a true first screen, not second screen, you can do it on playback.
If it goes horribly, just remember that's a good sign, man.
I know.
That's a good sign. 2023, we could not have sat up here and sacrificed just clown paint on our faces as they lost to the Jazz. And it all worked out. So, you know, what's the worst that could happen?
It still hurt. It's still smart.
Being up there was tough.
Well, I will say on that note, the Nuggets play the Warriors, and we got a chance to look at the Warriors last night, as well as the Lakers, Thunder, and the Rockets. And those are 4 big-time competitors for the Nuggets out west. So it was, as the NBA season began last night, there were some interesting things. And the first thing I'll say is a lot of people are picking the Warriors, and I kind of get why, man. What do you mean? To win the championship or to come out of the West?
Oh, wow.
A lot of people are. Like they're like everybody's favorite silent night.
Favorites.
Or silent horse, if you will. Yeah. So, but I watched him last night, and you kind of get it, man. Jimmy Butler, these guys, here's the number one thing that I can't figure out about the modern NBA. We have to stop talking about guys' age. The rich people have stopped aging. Because Jimmy Butler, we're like, oh, he's kind of long in the tooth. He's not. He got to the line 16 times last night. That Warriors team, all I'll say about them is they kind of look like the old Warriors. They execute, they defend really hard, and they have enough guys that can go off. And Steph Curry just has to make like 2 threes in a row, and you're buried.
And not get hurt, which is what killed them last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is day one.
It's day one, and also it's the classic first day where
Hangover
you're like,
takes.
You're like, you know what? Warriors look good, but the Lakers look horrible.
I was going to get there.
Go there already, because it's actually more fun.
Yeah, the Lakers looked
horrible.
What's the word, guys? I would say incomplete. Maybe like something was missing.
I think some things, but yeah,
some things. Well, one thing that might have helped, that was not on the floor, but was on my TV a lot, was LeBron James, who sat there and looked, I don't know if you would say bored, disinterested, upset, unsatisfied, not thrilled with the product on the floor. We'll take him out of it for a second.
But did you see Ramona ask about sitting on his throne? I can't remember who she asked about. When you looked over and saw LeBron on that throne.
Yeah.
I think it was Reeves.
Which, by the way, the throne was just the end of the bench. Snow Wolf, you have to pay for this hat. You told me you would. Okay, I get back to the thing. Yeah, the Lakers, just that lineup without LeBron is disgusting. If LeBron's in there, maybe it's different. Luka and LeBron are very talented, but just the starting lineup alongside Luka, it just doesn't look like it's a very good lineup on paper, and it didn't look very good on the court. It took MVP, heroic, skinny Luka just to lose pretty decidedly. So,
Dude, somebody posted, my favorite tweet of the night was somebody posted the LaMelo stats from last year. Did you see this?
No.
Where they're like, without LaMelo in the lineup, 2-20. With LaMelo in the lineup, 16-30. And I was like, way better, but still sucks. I think you're kind of right. That's what they look like. Luka looked incredible. And it didn't matter.
This Lakers team sucks, man.
Or the Warriors are really good.
Well, we don't know.
I think it might be both, potentially. But I texted you guys in the Slack last night. I think like DeAndre Ayton's not going to be on this team by the end of the season. He does not look ready for the moment at all.
So surprising.
And like you just look at their bench. They got Marcus Smart flopping around out there like a fish. Like it's a sad scene. It really is.
Ayton is the most funny guy for people to be like, man, they added Ayton. That's a challenge. And you're like, dude, that
He's
guy,
not about
I
it.
think he's already quit. Like, honestly,
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it looked like. 'Cause
That's
in this
what it
game, he was like, you know what, fine. If I'm not going to touch the ball, then I'm not going to play.
Yeah.
And man, your point about Marcus Smart, Harrison, because I had forgotten. He'd been off the national TV quite a bit.
You're not wrong for forgetting.
But my goodness, man, it's as we talk about
He was
all
a
these
+2.
talk about all the offensive grifters in this league. He is a defensive grifter. He and Lou Dort are in a league of their own of just getting into your space and throwing themselves like rag dolls, like Dolph Ziggler in WWE, just selling the hit. Man, it's really impressive.
Did you have a take on Lakers or Warriors?
I mean, I only watched the second half of that game.
It was already over by then.
It was already over. I watched. I was like, there's
You didn't believe in the fake comeback in the second half from the Lakers?
No, I didn't believe in the fake comeback. No, the Lakers just they got no. They got nothing.
I will tell you who did impress me, and that's both the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Houston Rockets. The Thunder could not shoot the ball last night. They were really off. Here's what impresses me about both of these two teams. They both really look athletic, and Minnesota's really athletic. Athleticism matters a lot in basketball. And those teams, like the Rockets, they've perfected their double big lineup. They started it last night. Now they have Capella. So they basically can play the double big lineup for like 40 out of 48 minutes. They play with two centers on the court. They've kind of perfected it. But then you go Amen Thompson, who might be the most athletic player in the NBA currently. Jabari Smith, who's 6'10". Kevin Durant, who's 6'11", and even though he's old, he's still so long. And you're just like, dang, man, that's a super enormous lineup. And then we all know how fast the Thunder are. That's the thing that stood out, man. Those are athletic teams.
Yeah. I mean, the Rockets definitely hung with the Thunder better than I expected them to.
Should have beat them. They blew it.
They definitely should have beat them. Like, they were in position. And, I mean, Durant didn't even have that big of a game. But the thing that stood out the most to me was the size. I mean, they started the double big lineup with Jabari Smith. And,
Right.
I mean...
And KD.
And KD.
At
and,
guard.
you know...
Amen Thompson's like
Amen
6'8". You know, like it's enormous.
And they're going against another lineup that starts 2 7-footers also. So it's just like, this is the trend, man. These teams are huge now. And we're going to see Big Val and Yoke play together. I mean...
Mike might appear later on in bold
combat
predictions.
some of this, or to just, you know, have the Nuggets set their own trend with it. But it was really interesting.
I thought Houston both looked really competitive and kind of reminded everyone they're still going to have some say in the Western Conference. And simultaneously, I felt like you could feel the lack of a point guard.
Yeah,
and,
totally.
You know, Amen Thompson, who was really impressive. I'm going to go single game plus minus in the first game of the year. He was also a -11 in a double overtime game. Then they try to get Reed Shepherd out there once Thompson is feeling the cramps, and Reed Shepherd was just food, man. He was just food.
They go at him. It's like literally it doesn't matter who has the ball. They're like, oh, Reed's guarding you. Everybody get out of the way. Let that guy just, oh, there it is, a layup.
Right. And it felt like, you know, they were like Şengün Sebas a little bit, and to his credit, had a lot of that in him.
He looked freaking amazing.
But in the most crucial moments of the game, it felt like they struggled to get organized and get a clean look
Well,
off.
maybe
So
they need a point guard.
that's I think they might. I think they
That
might.
might be a need for them.
Well, I'll tell you what, it brings me to one of my first predictions on the season is that both of these games, to me, I ended up thinking about trades. Houston needs a point guard. They have to, like, Kevin Durant was kind of a non-factor in this game, or like a mild factor.
Well, I thought he was a factor in them blowing it.
Well, he was a factor there, but he took one shot in the fourth quarter and two in the 2 overtimes combined that game went into. And when you watch it, it's because I like and appreciate parts of I hate him. Like, there's things about Kevin Durant I really like and appreciate, but one of the things I hate is how much he seems to think the team aspect of basketball is not really that important.
Right. He doesn't want to run any plays.
And then you watch a team just double him, and it's almost like he's like, this is dumb. And it's like, yeah, that's the game, man.
Right.
You have to be able to make some. He just got the ball all fourth quarter. It's a close game. He just kept getting the ball out of his hands and then standing there. And you're like, dude, what the heck?
He's like, we're working on our games tonight. Yeah. No double team.
We're all coaches.
You saw a lot of that from Durant. And I'm not even trying to be coy here. Like in that series that they lost against the Warriors and in some of the Thunder years, like they were so good, so talented. But yeah, like sometimes late in game, it's like when teams know that you can just hit a mid-range, they're just not going to let you get the ball. And then how suited are you to sort of take advantage of that? And it's one of the things that we appreciate about Jokic. It's one of the sliding doors evolutionary moments for a guy like Anthony Edwards, who's going to start to face it. And also it's just what the Thunder do, man. Like I saw the screenshots of look at the spacing Durant's facing. It's like, yeah, man, Anthony Edwards and Jokic too. Like they just put five guys.
I don't want to see any more screenshots about spacing. You have no idea what we've been through.
Yeah, no, but that's kind of my point, right? Like the Thunder are still doing it. They're like, okay, you think basketball is one guy beating us? We'll guard him with like 4 people. And what can you do as a team?
So were the Rockets playing through Şengün?
Oh yeah,
bro. Here's what happened. Remember they said the half court offense. We got him. Now our half court offense is fixed. Fourth quarter is a half court game. KD touched the ball for a second and would be like, get it out of my hands. And then Şengün would just operate. So
dude,
yes.
Şengün was like running point.
It was like,
because they didn't have anybody to bring the ball up.
It was almost like Jokic and Christian Brown, basically.
Right.
Like
Şengün was doing a Jokic impression last night. Everywhere from like being the hub to bring the ball up the floor
to leading the team in minutes played in a marathon.
Like Lou Dort.
Yeah,
finally doing it.
He was actually incredible in that game.
That was one of my big takeaways. It's only game 1, but I'm like, okay, it's Şengün's team then. So KD is spacing the floor.
Yet
for
another
Şengün.
team, huh? That KD goes to where you could argue it's not his team.
Well, they're going to have to trade for a point guard.
They're going to have to. So that's where I was going with this.
Right.
The trade. Clearly, they're going to have to make one. Reed Shepherd is going to be the fall guy unless he makes a bunch of shots. He's so talented. Might be it's weird to call a third pick in the draft second draft guy, but he's not as bad as he looks on that team. They need him to be something that he's not capable of, and there's so much pressure on him. But yes, he's not their point guard, and he sucked every time he was on the court. And then you look at LeBron and say, man, I know what LeBron's doing. We all know what he's doing. They're not going to extend him. They didn't listen to him this summer. So
rehabbing sciatica?
The only card he has to play is, I'm going to make this season suck until you trade me. And he's going to get traded.
So are you circling this back to him wanting to go to the Rockets?
I don't. No. I don't think it's together.
Okay.
No. I don't think
I thought that's what you were trying to connect.
But the bigger point was more like we think we're like the West is loaded, all this or that, and the season might honestly just come down to what trades happen with LeBron and the Rockets and the Warriors. You know what I mean? Like we all think we see what it is, but I think this might be a big trade deadline in the NBA.
Could be.
Okay, Shams.
It could be, but like
biggest one yet.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't feel like that generally leads to a championship though. It's just like it's a lot of noise.
That's true. It's a
and
great
then
point.
it's like and then it's like okay, well, it's like the off season is a big thing where there's movement. It's like oh man, there's a new big 3 in town. Like,
well, here's what I would tell you because you're right that I think championship no, but it could be play spoiler. For sure. And right now I look at the Lakers and I'm like, all right, well we'll sweep them. I hope we get the Lakers. But if they end up making some trade, it's like, now they're this weird new team.
Do you have to go 6 or 7, or do they knock someone else out that weirdly makes your path harder?
Yeah. And you look at the possible trade options, and I don't know. Kobe White? I don't know how much better he
Well, the timeline last night was talking about a LeBron, Darius Garland, Jared Allen trade. Which kind of makes sense for both sides. So we'll see what happens.
I'll bet Tari Eason gets traded for a point guard.
Well, here's another note. I love the first 10 games of the season. Adelman has referenced this. Not everybody's in shape, and you can tell. Tari Eason, not in shape.
He also
didn't get the contract either.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why he didn't want to push his body to whatever. But that dude was huff and air. It looks puffy.
Yeah.
And it was honestly, it was.
Dude, I looked down at that game in the fourth quarter, and Josh Okogie was on the floor for the Rockets
because of him. Because Tari Eason couldn't play.
What is happening to Houston?
By the way, Josh Okogie.
We had like Reed Shepherd and Josh Okogie.
We're already pulling the Josh Okogie ripcord. Like, oh my god!
And
like this guy.
And Windhorst reporting, by the way, that apparently the Rockets offered Tari Eason over $100 million on an extension.
Bro, did he just Dennis Schroeder himself?
He may have.
He's like one of those
But I wouldn't
guys.
be surprised if that's the piece that gets moved to get a point guard.
Could be.
He and Reed Shepherd, if the two of them.
And they have a million picks, so there's things they can do.
Garland.
The last thing, and then we got to go to break here. I do think that the double big lineup is a thing, and Ime Udoka said, hey, I know a lot of teams are talking about it, but not everybody can do what we do. And you watch them; they do know how to make two centers work, and it is dominant the way that they deploy it. So
they were early to it. Now everybody's just trying to catch up a little.
But both of those guys, they just have figured it out. I hope Denver figures it out. Maybe they will. We'll talk about it.
Stay tuned.
You know who seems to have figured it out? Actually, still debatable, but their record's impressive. The Denver Broncos. And as a New York Giants fan, there's nothing I love talking about more than the Denver Broncos. I'm going to talk about an awesome product that our friends over at ENT, also known as Ent Credit Union, are offering us to help Broncos fans make the most of the season. For those of you who don't know about Ent, it's the largest credit union in Colorado, proudly serving communities all over our great state. They're also the official banking partner of the Denver Broncos, and their Broncos checking account is loaded with all kinds of perks. There's every 15 swipes on your Broncos checking debit card gives you the chance to win home game tickets, a Broncos debit card. Also, a limited edition Bo Nix one is available. And like maybe at halftime of last game, no one would have wanted that. By the end of the fourth quarter, go get your Bo Nix
The interest
card.
On that thing is going.
Bo Nix is a closer, right? That's a thing in finance. 10% off food and gear on game days at Empower Field and no surprise fees. So if you're ready to bank like a Bronco, head over to ent.com/DNVR. That's ent.com/DNVR to learn more. Insured by NCUA. Membership required. Account requires associated Ent Broncos debit card.
When you see ENT, are you thinking ear, nose, and throat?
No. I am.
I'm thinking
No, I am.
No, him specifically.
I am, yeah. It's been
Shout out to Red Hawk Roofing, the presenting sponsors of the Next Chapter Nuggets documentary that we dropped on YouTube and at the bar Monday night for the premiere. Shout out to everybody who came out for that. It was an awesome night.
Promote that thing, man. I want to make more of these.
Yeah.
So we need to get as many views as we can.
Go watch it 10, 20 times on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep playing it.
Just keep watching it, man. Send it to your friends. Send it to your family. But real shout out to Red Hawk Roofing. They're part of the DNVR family now. They're the presenting sponsors of the doc. They help make it happen. And they are Denver's best roofers. So if you have any roofing needs, there's only one company to call. It's Red Hawk Roofing. Give them a call, 720-771-8921. RedHawkRoofing.com, the best in the business. Tell them we sent you.
Alrighty, we're back here, segment 2. Throw us a like. Make sure you're subscribed. Season starts tomorrow. Where else would you want to be?
Tomorrow, man.
Tomorrow night. Real quick, because we got to get into our predictions. Nuggets had practice today. It was their last practice before they hop on the flight. I only have one note. I'll throw it to you in here in a second. But my one note was David Adelman is very revealing about different things they do. I asked him about last night. There was a lot of zone. That's another thing. Houston, primarily zone because they go with two bigs. Golden State ran a lot of zone. Oklahoma City played a lot of zone. Zone is just kind of the thing now. Everybody's a zone team. And I asked him why. And he said, well, one reason is we can't guard. Like it's like really hard to guard. So you just go to a zone just as a prayer of maybe this will work. But he said the big thing was what we've talked about on the show, which is a lot of defensive coverages that are about, can we force them to take the shots we want? And zone kind of does that. You're negating what's open and available to the other team. And it's something that you're just willing to live with.
Yeah, and I mean, it's going to be interesting because we know David Adelman wants to mix in coverages. We know he wants to switch things up on the fly. Like, that's definitely something to watch tomorrow. How much zone do they play? And it's going to be interesting against a team like the Warriors, too.
Yeah.
And that's an interesting matchup to test your zone defense against.
Good point.
I hope teams run zone against Nikola Jokic and he just gets 100.
Like you couldn't
just
build
100 push shots from the top of the key.
A better zone breaker in a lab than Jokic.
Especially with shooters, man. I mean, that's one of the reasons you get like a Tim Hardaway, I think, will be a zone breaker too.
The Nuggets should be able to bust every zone this year.
What about you? Do you have any takeaways from practice?
I mean, Tim Hardaway had something interesting to say about the defense. We were just asking him about, what stands out about this team so far. And he said a lot of guys really take pride on the defensive end of the floor. And so, look, there are a lot of expectations that this defense is going to be a lot better this season. There's a new scheme. There's new points of emphasis. They're going to be mixing in zone. And I'm just really curious to see how quickly it delivers, like how quickly we see results.
Yeah.
Like, does it take a while or immediately tomorrow night we're like, wow, like this is a different level of defense than we saw last season?
My hunch is it will take a while.
That's my hunch too.
So I think that it'll be good. I think it's going to have a higher floor than, maybe most years, but that, man, I think the Warriors are good. I really do. And I think that's a tough first challenge. I would not be surprised.
I think it's tough because they've played a game. Like, I think the Nuggets are at a disadvantage in that regard. The Warriors already playing a game, like a game where everything went pretty well for them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep, they got loose. They kind of shook the cobwebs off.
Kuminga had a great game too, which is like maybe their big question mark heading into the year, source of tension, and just right off the bat he contributes.
So we'll have to take a look at that. All right, let's get into our bold predictions, shall we? We're gonna go player by player and make bold predictions. Kale, do you have our first bold prediction? Do you want to do it that way, or for me to throw it around? All right, we are going to start with. Why not the $125 million man, Christian Braun?
Christian Braun.
We have the
Vote.
technology.
Start us off.
My bold prediction for Christian Braun is that he's going to set a career high in rebounds per game. I think the Nuggets lost some.
Useful.
They've lost some rebounding in theory, right? With Michael Porter Jr. leaving and Cam Johnson coming in. That is one thing Mike actually did. Some of them less more consequential than others, but he did it. I have this theory, guys, that while Christian Braun still wants to be a high-impact player offensively, of course, with the money in hand, we're going to see a bit of a return to the core of what made him so valuable, so defense, but also just really, he has a penchant for grabbing rebounds he has no business grabbing. And I think if he commits himself to that, on both sides of the floor, he can be, what I've kind of long lobbied for, which is a spiritual Josh Hart of the Denver Nuggets. And I think his transition scoring is important, but over the course of 82 games, they'll need his defense and his rebounding just as much, in my opinion. So I'm going to predict that he makes a commitment more to those side of things again, and we see it manifest in his rebounds per game.
I like it. It would be a very useful thing. 5.2. He made a big jump last year from 3.7 to 5.2, so already kind of trending in that direction. D-line.
I believe that Christian Braun this year will post his career high 3-point percentage. He last season was shooting 39.7, which is crazy.
Very high.
But in what we've seen so far, he's been
100%.
absolute nails so far in the preseason, but his form looks smoother. It just really looks like he's put a lot of time and effort into it. And I really feel like it's going to pay dividends. I wouldn't be surprised to see him over 40%, which is a crazy thing to say.
42%?
Let's go.
Because you said by a wide margin. So I'm like,
sure.
Is that like 40.5? Is that wide?
Well, I mean, like his career is 38%.
Which is, yeah, you're right.
And so I think 41, 42, I don't think it's off the table at all. I just really like what I've seen from him so far.
One number that helps with this is he was 69% from the foul line 2 years ago, 83% last year. Usually, like when you see both numbers rise, I'm like, okay, there's a shooting change,
Definitely.
I think.
And just to my eye, it looks different.
Wind?
You guys know my bold prediction about CB, third leading scorer on the Nuggets.
I love this
season.
one. That's a great one, man.
Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray,
my
and
favorite
then
one.
Christian Braun. I don't think he's going to be the third leading scorer by a lot, but I think it could be him.
I kind of like this take, man. I just wonder if AG's going to try to score as much. He scores maybe a little more different ways and whatever. But
and what is that, Harrison? Like 15, 16, and that's good enough for third?
Yeah. I mean, what was he, 14.7?
15.4.
15.4 last year? Yeah, so 16 point something. I could see that. It was a small jump, maybe 17.
I could totally see it as well. Which
Aaron was 14.7, by the way. That's where you.
Wow, there you go. Mine is, I predict he is going to be the best and have the most poster dunks in the league.
Whoa.
Because here's the league. Well, here's the thing. Like Giannis has a bunch, but they're not really posters. He just is always dunking. It's like there's guys around. But when you talk about like an actual poster, like Rudy Gobert, that was a poster dunk. He caught a body. It went viral. I think this year might be the year. Their spacing is going to be good for Denver. There's going to be lanes. I think this might be the year where people talk about best in-game dunkers. Like, oh yeah, he always catches bodies. That's a guy that always catches bodies. He had like 4 or 5 last year. I wouldn't be surprised he has 15 this year.
Damn. Yeah. Do we have to make it so that an actual poster is created in order for it to be referred to as a poster?
We should create a poster
every single time. Yeah. Just available for purchase the next day.
I like it. Those are ours. Let us know in the chat which ones you guys, what you think. Let's go to the other Brown, Brucey B. We'll start from this side. Eric?
I believe Bruce Brown will become part of the closing lineup.
Whoa.
Wow. What? Over who?
I think there'll be times when he takes out Jamal. I think there's times when he takes out Christian. I really just think that he has that dog in him in a way that when
he does have that dog.
When the chips are really down, they look to Bruce the same way that they did in the playoffs. Like it's like, all right, it's go time. Like maybe it's Cam. It really just depends on the lineup. But I feel like this coaching staff is going to find a way to get him into those big leverage moments.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one seems harder for me just because I think Denver's starting lineup is so good.
I just think down the line we're going to just see the evolution of it as it goes.
I will say this: I do expect him to close most nights when a starter is out, even if it's Cam is out.
The default guy.
He's like the default, maybe not starter, but default finisher.
I agree with that. Yeah.
All right, Wind. What about you?
My bold prediction is Bruce Brown's going to hit a game winner. Brucey B game winner.
That would be a vibe. That's like a side quest for the year.
Well,
I would totally welcome.
What I thought of is the Monte game winner.
Yeah. Oh,
but you know what?
That exact scenario.
You know what is required for that to happen?
What?
He's got to be in the closing lineup.
Touche.
Good point. That's a good point.
You guys hit it at the same game. Like, all right.
But I mean, how the vibes after a Bruce Brown game winner?
I mean,
man.
especially if it's at home.
Yeah,
Like,
that'd be awesome.
He has like a yeehaw thing he does.
Harrison, that's interesting. I'm going to try to one-up you, though. Kim, do you
Okay.
have mine? I have... Oh, it's the same thing. I have
Well, he says game-winning 3. So, yeah.
It would
Game
probably
winning
be a 3,
right?
Yeah.
It's like a kick out. And I also thought of the Monte one. I also thought I tried to do this with Christian last year, and he basically did it against the Suns until Kevin Durant sent it to overtime.
Oh, you're right.
But then Jokic posted 30.
So basically, we all three think the same thing. We're just for that say.
He's going to be on the floor at the end of a game, and he'll hit a shot.
Mine is he will hit a game-winning 3 from the left wing. No, I'm just kidding. Mine is he comes up clutch in the playoffs, which is basically like saying having a game winner, but in the playoffs.
Sure.
I think he's going to have a clutch. Remember, was it game 3 against Miami where he basically won that game for him? I think there's going to be another one of those here. Like there'll be a Bruce Brown game in the playoffs that swings a series.
Okay.
We all are predicting clutch town for Brucey Bree.
Well, listen, the last time we saw Bruce Brown and when the legend of Browntown was written, it was in the clutch. So it's not that hard to imagine.
Let's go to Aaron Gordon. We can squeeze him in here. Yeah. Aaron Gordon. Harrison, I'll let you start.
I'm riding with Mr. Nugget. Everything he says is truth. Volume and percentage from 3 go up.
We're all going to have the same one on this one.
This is a 5-pepper take, I know, but AG has said he wants to shoot more. He wants his percentage to go up. Look, if he shoots better than 41% from 3 on higher volume, the Nuggets are in business. Like, they are absolutely in business. But I think it's possible. It's definitely a focus of his. He's dedicated himself to shooting the last couple summers. Obviously, the results are there. So I think it's going to take a lot for it to happen. 5 peppers, but that's what I got.
Dang.
I love it. I love it, man. I don't have much to add to it.
Do you have one of your
I have
own?
one of my own. Are we ready for it?
That's what you could add.
Okay, cool. That's what I'll do. 78 plus gains for Aaron Gordon.
Oh, knock on wood. This is a
Where
good
did I
one.
get this number from? Well,
CamJon.
twice in his career, he's played 78 games in a year. One time he did 80 games. All 3 of those seasons happened in Orlando. So his high in Denver is 75 games. I'm going to say we get the healthiest version of Aaron Gordon in a Denver Nuggets uniform. He's available. Look at that. Great minds think alike. He went with 80, which would tie his career high. I'm going to go 78 because he hasn't done that in a Nuggets uniform.
That'd be great, man, if we got that out of him. 78 feels like an awful lot. This was one I don't buy.
That's yoke level.
But if it happens, sneaky would be great for the Nuggets.
It'd be awesome.
It's a good sign they win a lot of games.
Yeah, I think that even if he is healthy, there probably will be some caution thrown by the coaching staff to give him, like that. All right, my prediction, I think he'll get back up to 7 rebounds a game. He averaged around this in Orlando at his height. He was at his lowest percentage last year, or his lowest average per game last year. And again, this all comes down to we don't have Michael Porter Jr. to get a bunch of pesky rebounds. I mean, we'll see what Christian Braun is able to do, but they're just going to need it from him. They're going to need him to play big. They're going to need him to play strong. And I think he's really up for the task, just for mostly the same reason that Vogt is coming in with. I just think he's going to be healthy this year, and we'll have a return to sort of his more athletic form.
I think this is one of the things that Houston kind of represents is like if you just go with your regular starting lineup, he start on Şengün. That's a big body. Like there are teams now that are trying to do this, so rebounding becomes essential because part of the whole double big philosophy is we're going to grab a bunch of offensive rebounds.
Definitely,
you got to keep them off the boards. Mine is like a 1-pepper take compared to you guys. I just said he's going to shoot 40% from 3 again. And I think to anybody outside the show, that's a pretty hot take. He's only done that one time. He hasn't really ever come close. He did it last year. Yeah. But I kind of just as you saw when you read on for Diehards Only, our season preview, become a diehard, sign up, support us. But also it's like great writing. I predict, because I think Aaron Gordon is a rare example of a guy with connection between mind, body, and soul. And he made, some guys make mechanical changes, but it doesn't really register. It's like, every time I do it, I have to think thumb up, fingers out. I think his body is like aligned. He just like added a new thing that his body does. And now he doesn't think about it.
He's like half man, half vibes. You know what I mean?
And there's a new vibe that he plugged into his body. And oh man, that sounded horrible.
Yeah, it really did.
Start over.
He plugged into his body.
I don't know. It's the one way you could put it.
He's too sensual.
I know you just watched that commercial of his, but
he's an exquisitely sensual
we
man.
all saw it.
To Adam's point, like really should be reiterated. His next best mark from 3 is 35%. It is one of the most unlikely and some significant jumps we've ever seen for a shooter, especially that late into their career. So
nobody outside Denver is picking this to happen.
Right. Like it would honestly just validate what we looked like what we saw last year, which is among the single most impressive shooting leaps we've ever seen.
All right. We got to take another break here. On the other side, though, we'll get to Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray.
We will get to him.
Oh, will we?
It's Wednesday, which means it's almost time for football, right? Because they have all the days of the week. I won't talk about football. I'll talk about basketball because basketball is back on this Wednesday. And it's never ordinary at Bet365. For those of you who played last night, you would have noticed that this season at Bet365, they are doing NBA tip-off Tuesdays. And you can set yourself up with their tip-off Tuesday offer. Place a qualifying same-game parlay bet with the safety net bet features on Tuesday NBA games and get up to $10 in bonus bets if the bet loses. Terms and conditions apply. So you got to download the app. Use code DNVR365 when you sign up, and you will notice that they have those tip-off Tuesday offers. And of course, as you're playing with Bet365 this year and you're watching the Denver Nuggets, keep your eyes peeled for DNVR's custom bets. We're going to keep throwing those their way. You'll see them. Got our little Nux the logo guy there. Nux the mascot logo on the bet, so you can't miss it once you see it. New customers now get $200 in bonus bets when you bet $5 win or lose. Sign up, use the code DNVR365, deposit $10 and place a bet for $5 to get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins or loses. Bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, player props, futures, more, whatever the moment. It's never ordinary at Bet365. You have to be 21 or older and physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply.
Shout out to Game Time. They're the only ticketing app that I have in my phone. They're the only ticketing app I use because they're the best at what they do. You go onto the Game Time app. It's a super easy process. Everything's really easy to see. You get seat views from your seat. You get the all-in price guarantee right when you look at the tickets on Game Time. Great deals always. And they've got stuff like zone deals, seat views, lowest price guarantee, Game Time ticket coverage as well. Your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. So make sure to take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code DNVR. Get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Create an account, redeem code DNVR. $20 off. Tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today.
Alrighty, we are back here, segment 3, and we are making bold predictions for each of the players. At the end of the show, we're going to get to our win-loss prediction, so stay tuned for all of that. We're on to Peyton Watson. Who's up next? Vote back
I have
to
a
you.
ridiculous prediction for this.
Actually, I guess I haven't gone first. I'll go first. I keep being the last one. I predict Peyton Watson is going to be good in October and November, very good in December, breaks out in January, and is traded in February.
Oh, no.
Now, here's the thing. Some of this is just a math game and like looking at the Nuggets' flexibility and salary cap and this or that. I think that Peyton Watson in this new role, it's the role that's suited for him, and I think he's going to be good, or like up and down, but good. You know, I don't know if we're going to talk about him a ton, but I do think that it'll be mostly positive, his offensive game. But I think that as the season goes on, he's going to get more and more comfortable. And it's like, man, Peyton Watson, like we just count on him to get some assists and keep the offense going. And then I predict there'll be a breakout in January where it's like, no, now he's good. Now he's making some big time plays. And that will result in the Nuggets saying, we can't afford this guy. And also him saying, I'm breaking out. Let me go break out and get to do this more. And it might suck if they can't pull off a good trade, but it might also be the thing that's like, you know what? He was too good for here. They couldn't get a deal done. Bring in somebody that can help, that can do some basic stuff for the Nuggets' depth chart.
Would him having a 5x5 game be
possible?
Means for breaking out? Would
Go
that
ahead,
count as a
Harrison.
breakout game?
This is the crazy. This is not even a half court heave. This is the like 94-foot heave.
I kind of wanted to give this to somebody on the Nuggets, and like Peyton Watson's the only guy I feel like can get it.
Yeah, he doesn't really get steals though. I think we like looked this up one time.
His season high was 3 last year, and he had how many the year before? 5.
Also, rarely gets 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Not even 5 points out of him. But
I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities for him to start this season. You know, I'm not saying AG is going to be injured as much as he was last year, but I do think there's going to be nights when AG takes the night off.
And maybe Cam, too.
There's going to be nights when Cam is out of the lineup. And I think PWat's going to be first up, potentially at both those spots. So he fared really well as a starter last season, you know, in those minutes at the 4 when AG was out. So I think he's going to get some like more opportunities to play with the starters and to play big minutes. Of course, it's going to have to be a perfect storm for him to get a 5x5, but like, is there a 1% chance it happens? Yeah.
Oh, that makes it bold. Mine wasn't bold enough. Actually, I realize now. I gave Kale 5 block game. Here's the thing. He's done that twice already. In fact, once he's had 6 blocks in a game one time. I'm going to go all the way and say 7 block game for Peyton Watson. And part of it is because in the 2 times where he blocked 5 or 6 shots in a game, he did it at 27 and 23 minutes played respectively. If there's a chance, like if Peyton Watson can play kind of, let's say he spot starts, right? And he plays 28 to 30 minutes and he's fully locked in. I'm going to say a career high. I'm going to say 7 blocks. I gave Kale 5. I'm saying 7 blocks in one game for Peyton Watson. And that's a high number, man. I mean, the people who get really that high are premier elite shot blockers. Peyton Watson, with some evidence to back it up, claims to be one of those. I think he'll show it in a 7 block game.
7
is a lot of blocks, man. I would love that. Would be such a vibey game.
I kind of feel. I'm wondering if he's gonna like his block production is gonna go down.
He didn't block in the preseason.
He didn't at all because he was like playing up in the
take, actually
backcourt. Like I don't know what to make of it. Like I was actually surprised by that. It seems like his new role that he's taking on is sort of nullifying the strengths that we saw in the previous season. So I'll be interested to see. Yeah, because he's not like generally hanging out around the rim or hasn't been in the preseason. I went with a very nebulous pick because I don't know what to do. I just think he'll become more reliable on the break. We won't
the preseason. Yeah.
We're not going to just like grab our heads and be like, oh god, like what comic disaster is about to befall Peyton Watson and the Denver Nuggets? Like. Whether it be, I mean, hopefully he'll just dunk the goddamn ball, but like also
he's been doing a lot.
He has been doing it. It just became such a punchline. And it happened over and over and over. Like I just feel like that narrative is going to evaporate into thin air. I hope so.
I made this point before, but Peyton Watson shot 71% at the rim, which is like Jamal shot 71% at the rim. Jamal's are more contested and this or that. It really came down to like PWat had maybe 15 really bad misses at the rim.
Yeah,
over the course
I mean, he
of the
definitely
season.
didn't score. I mean, can we find out how many he scored on the break? Is there something
There is. They will tell you like, yeah, I can find that stat. I don't have it in front of me. But to your point, the misses were bad misses. They were like ones that you should finish as opposed to Jamal misses some that are contested or whatever. I think this is I think this will happen. I don't think he's this bad at finishing. I think he kind of gotten. Sometimes things snowball. I think this has happened to Zeke's entire career, but sometimes it's on a
direction.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm saying like for him last year, I think it kind of became a thing where you miss a couple in a row, and now every time you go for a layup, you're like, don't blow this layup. Damn it, I blew the layup again.
Sure.
And like people, this is one leap that people do make. I was just talking about Aaron Gordon's shooting leap and how rare it is, but. You know, Christian is a guy that at one point wasn't awesome around the rim, and now he's a demon. So it can happen.
Yeah, 100%. All right, let's go move on now to Big Val.
Oh, baby. I got a good one for Big Val.
All right, start us off.
Big Val's going to get 1 triple-double this season.
I love it.
And did you know?
This would be so great if you cashed
Did you know he has 1 triple-double in his career already?
He's going to double it?
He's done it already, and he's going to get another one this season. Probably in a game Yoke doesn't play. Maybe in a game he does play.
Dude, I love this take. Now we're just looking for it. He's going to join Jalen Pickett as the one of the top 15 most triple-doubles in Nuggets history?
Yes.
Wow.
Hey, a lot of coaches are saying they can play through him similarly to playing through Jokic.
Well, we'll find out. D-line?
I believe Big Val will post a career high in assist numbers this year. He averages 1.4 per game.
That's a good one.
But he's going to be surrounded by a bunch of shooters. Theoretically, I just see an opportunity for him to sort of be the fulcrum, the centerpiece of the Val pals, and him with the opportunity to feed a bunch of guys out on the perimeter. Just feels like could he go up to 2?
Or 1.5?
I think 2 is doable.
I mean,
it's never been done.
Yeah, that would help him out a lot.
They allege they're playing through him, so I'd hope he's got 2.
I do too.
What do you got, Vogt?
Okay, for me, Mason Plumlee, his last backup season as the Nuggets, 17.3 minutes per game. I think Val is going to go above that and play the most minutes as a backup center since Mason Plumlee left. So I'll say over 17.3 minutes per game for Big Val, which is a lot of time for a backup 5 in Denver.
I haven't run the math on it, but I do think the logic of it seems right to me because he'll start more games probably than most people, and also he'll play with Jokic.
Yep.
As well as just probably spell Jokic more. So all 3 of those things feel like yes.
And maybe those spells are like, hey, we can push this one 1 to 2 minutes because they're not dying. So
and he also could play minutes with him.
Exactly.
Well, and that comes to my take, which I think we did this a while back where we were like, will he play with Jokic or not? And I think we set the line at 50 minutes or something like that.
I took the over.
And then we looked at
and then 5-5-5-5-ish.
And then we looked at the Plumkitch lineup, which was like 560 minutes.
Yeah.
I think he's going to play more than 500 minutes with Jokic.
555?
Oh, man. That
Why isn't 555 counting that down?
No, that might have been an awesome one. 500 minutes together. I just kind of feel like the league is a little trending this way.
It kind of seems. I mean, did you change that based on last night?
I mean, a little bit. I've kind of seen it coming, I mean, they went to it in the preseason, so
I think it's a good one. I could see it for sure.
Adelman's brought it up enough times. Let's go to the big fella, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, this was a tough one because you're like, what can I actually throw down here?
I went with setting career high marks in efficiency. So we'll just go with F, G here. His highest mark is 66%.
It's absurd. Like people don't realize that passing that would be ridiculous.
His second highest mark was last year, where he became a great 3-point shooter again. It got a little different for him around the rim. I think a lot of that was spacing related. And I think that this group in the myriad lineups they throw out has a chance to have much better spacing. And sort of like, it's not just spacing. It's not just hang out on the perimeter. Sometimes freeing things up for Jokic means making the right cut at the right time and finishing it all the way through, right? And things that I think Cam Johnson is highly in tune with. I think because of the increased spacing and because he's a 3-point shooter again, we're going to see Jokic become even more efficient than when they won the title, which would be insane, but it's supposed to be bold. There you go.
I kind of love it, man. I'm with you. I think Jokic's numbers go down in every category but efficiency. And efficiency this year I think could be great, which is why mine's a little bit of a downer but an upper. I think Jokic will not finish top 2 in MVP for the first time in a long time. Wow. But he will have at least 2 consecutive games without a missed shot. I think this is the efficiency but lower volume year. I wouldn't be surprised if he averages 25 a game. And that for that reason, I think the MVP, maybe people like try to hand it to some of these other guys. I don't really care about those things. I think the reason he comes in lower in MVP voting is because the Nuggets are really good and just don't rely on him the way they have in the last handful of years. I think it's actually a good thing. And I think that the big thing is he's going to have... How cool would it be if he had like 2 games in a row, 25 point a game per average, hasn't missed a shot? And we're like, Jokic hasn't missed a shot since last Tuesday. And he's averaging 28 a game. And it's like, awesome. I think he'll have a couple of those this year.
Let's go. I'll go. I think that Jokic is going to shoot 45% from 3 this year.
Wow. I love you're all about the threes.
I just think the Nuggets are going to shoot a lot of threes. I think that that's going to be something that the Adelman coaching staff focuses on. It's been the thing that has held, in a lot of people's minds, held the Nuggets back. They shoot a really high clip, but they shoot the fewest amount in the league. I just feel like there's going to be a focus on launching more threes.
But he's going to hit that many of them.
I think so. His 3-point percentage his just shot has been getting better and better and better. And I just don't know. There's nothing I don't think this man can do.
45% from 3 would be incredible.
It would be incredible, and it's going to happen. That's the craziest part.
It is going to happen. All right, Wind?
Nikola Jokic will have a 40-20-20 game.
Good God. Is this hotter than D-lines?
What happened to win today, man?
40-20-20.
The wind is a
never
blowing,
been
dude.
done before, obviously.
40-20-20.
Just breathing hot fire.
Who are they playing against that the game is close enough for him to stay in the game with 40-20
Wizards,
20?
dude. It's always the Wizards.
The Wizards potentially. I mean, the
Always the
30-20-20
Wizards.
game, what was it, 33 points that
Yeah.
he had? So only 7 more points. Like it's
Did go to OT.
yeah, it did go to OT. Look, man, like we know there's gonna be a moment when it's on the table this year. Will it happen? I don't know. But like does it not seem possible?
It doesn't seem that possible.
It doesn't
to
seem
me.
possible.
Dude, 30-20-20 didn't really seem possible until
Well,
he did
he
it.
like got 30-20-20 and change.
The thing about that was last year's team was the perfect team to where he could do that and
100%.
still had to squeak out a win against the Suns.
For sure.
And I just don't think this team is that bad.
Chad says
Unless
Harrison's
they
off
play the
Zin.
Wizards.
He's off the Zin. Get him some more Zin. I got to get him back on the Zin. It's too funny.
Hey, maybe he does it in OT again, but this time to Harrison's point, he just is even more dominant.
Back to you. Vote for Cam Johnson. Oh, we got a break. We'll see you on the other side
But
with
back
Cam
to
Johnson.
me for the break, so you were only half wrong.
Man, we still have 5 to go. We got a race.
UC Health Fan Media Takeover. It's going on right now. It started yesterday. Today's event starts in an hour. What is it? Happy you asked. Glad to tell you. UC Health is bringing a unique experience to 16th Street for Nuggets fans, where fans will get their professional media day photo taken and sent to them directly. This is a pop-up activation you can find on the corner of Arapahoe Street and 16th Street, baby. Started yesterday, went from 4 to 8 p.m. Again today from 4 to 8 p.m. Tomorrow, 3 to 6 p.m. Keep that in mind. And then Friday, back to 4 to 8 p.m. There will be opportunities to win autographed items, Nuggets gear, trading cards on site. Enter to win prizes starting now. Pick up on site on one of the activation days. Follow along. Tag your Media Day photos to UC Health's social channels, and they made it easier for you. It's at UC Health on all the channels. So,
Yeah, if you guys went to this today, tag us and we'll shout you out and stuff. Really cool event that UC Health's putting on downtown. Also, shout out to our friends over at Window Nation. October is here. It's October. It's been here. It's October 22nd. So is the return of the chilly air seeping into your house.
If you
felt
wanna-
like fall recently.
If you want to keep wind out of your house, either
Nice.
don't put wind or don't put Zins in there, or call
with
Window
Window
Nation.
Yeah, or you got to go Window Nation. Window Nation, you know, if you have any like questions about your windows, if you think you might need to get them replaced, new windows, Window Nation, they're going to be your go-to. Here's why I trust them. A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. 50-point inspection on every window before it leaves the factory. Sounds excessive, but I guess it's not. 20-point inspection on every window when it's installed. Your new windows can be installed in 1 day or less with Window Nation. 96% customer satisfaction rating, over 45,000 5-star reviews. Window Nation has installed over 3 million windows across the country. These guys know what they're doing. They come with a lifetime warranty as well. So this month, when you buy 2 windows, you get 2 for free with Window Nation. Buy 2, get 2 for free. Make no payments for 2 years either. No monthly payments, no down payment, no interest until 2027. Window Nation. Schedule a fast, free estimate now with the pros. WindowNation.com.
All righty.
Window Nation.
We are.
That's a
And
great
just to be clear, it's not a
Window Nation.
donation to wind, which again would be a Zin. Don't donate Zins to win.
Hilarious. Cam Johnson. Let's run through it. Win. Start us off.
My bold prediction for Cam Johnson is he will stagger with the second unit, the second most out of the starters.
oh, all right.
I feel like that's 100%. That's a lock, I would say.
I don't know. I mean, maybe. You know, David Adelman said something really interesting after that last preseason game. We were kind of down on Cam because he didn't hit shots, but Adelman was
y'all
like,
were.
I loved how he playmaked and distributed and like made plays for others.
I honestly liked Cam Johnson's preseason. I wish he would have made a few more shots, of course, and I think he will. But I think he did all the other stuff at a really, really high
100%
level.
agree.
D-line?
All right, I felt like when I was typing these, I was like, not everything can go well. So I said he'll be scapegoated unfairly.
Wow.
He'll be unfairly scapegoated.
It's a good bold prediction.
I think
This is D-line predicting his own takes to come.
yeah, maybe.
He's like,
It might be.
I told you he would.
Yeah. I make it
cash.
I make it
Tomorrow
happen.
night, it
They're like, they're
starts.
gonna call CamJon, and then every day I'm like, CamJon. No, I just I feel like there's gonna be a lot of comparison to Michael Porter Jr., who's going to be unleashed and be putting up stats that are unnatural to him in the context of Denver, and people are going to be, if Cam Johnson's hitting shots as infrequently as we saw in the preseason, people are going to kind of get on him. I just can see a world where that happens, and I don't know if I fully believe this, but I just felt like I couldn't be like, he's also going to have a great season from three. It's just it could happen.
He's going to shoot 39%, and it's going to feel like he didn't make anything.
Like,
all
he
year.
was like 12%.
Like,
He never hit a
we
three.
freaking traded this Michael Porter Jr. for this guy.
All right, I'm going to zig on you then. I'm going to say he shoots 50% from three
What the heck?
for a month. I think he's going to have a month where he just shoots 50% from three. It's not going to be the whole year.
He's one of those guys that like he just gets into rhythm and
the Nuggets might just get into a rhythm at a certain point where it's like, yeah, he's on fire.
I believe yours more than I believe mine, but I just felt like I had to put a little cold water on everybody.
You're supposed to do it like Ariana does, and it's Jalen Pickett gets that's where the cold water comes. It's like Cam Johnson.
Part of the reason the swap for swap comp is there is because Mike averaged 18 his last year in Denver, and Cam averaged 18 his last year in Brooklyn. I think that's going to dip for Cam. Cam's points per game are going to dip, possibly
certainly.
significantly, but the starters are still going to post their best net rating to date, which is what I've been saying throughout the preseason. When Mike was on the floor, because of the things he brings and does not bring, he needed to average at least 18 points a game to justify it. I don't think that's true with Cam. I think this starting lineup can reach a higher level on both ends of the floor, and they don't need him to be an all-star. They don't need him to average 20. In fact, I think Harrison's onto something with maybe Christian being the third leading scorer. But I don't know if it's going to manifest in everyone being down on Cam, because I think the starters will look tremendous.
Like, we're just not mad. So it's like,
does he look worse than Mike? Maybe by some metrics, but the starters look better. Who cares?
Let's go to Tim Hardaway Jr. because we got to keep it chugging along here. Go in reverse order.
Tim Hardaway Jr. will hit 9 threes in one game. I don't know if any of the core Nuggets that we've been following in the Jokic era have done this.
Mike didn't?
I don't know if Mike has hit 9 in one game. Maybe he has done it once. Tim Hardaway would be coming off the bench doing this.
Be great if that happened.
I will say Tim Hardaway's career high. Tim Hardaway has hit 10 threes in one game. 9 off the bench would be a lot. Hear me out. Maybe Tim's not that good. Maybe there are months and weeks where you're like, this is rough. But there will be moments where it's great. And one of those moments will be 9 threes in one game, the Tim Hardaway Jr. game.
Doesn't sound like a 5 of swords prediction to me.
Well, I feel like these have all been going so positively. I need to throw a little cup of cold water.
Back negatives.
I think that Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to drive Nuggets fans insane.
Yeah, well, D-Line, we established this on the last. We didn't do a watch on. We were talking about this during the game.
Yes, I feel both Win and I put out, but I'll say it. I'll put this on wax. I believe he is the heir apparent to the giveth and taketh.
Yep,
of the Denver
he
Nuggets.
is a lot of giveth and taketh energy.
He was givething that last preseason game. My man was hitting it all over. But prior to that, he was takething quite a bit,
Quite a lot.
So I think I'm just going to start. We're going to start referring to him as Timoth, and we'll see what goes on. But I think he's going to drive us absolutely insane, and then he's going to hit 10 3-pointers the next game.
I think this is a good take. I'm more with you that I think he will drive Nuggets fans wild. But I had to go positive, so I went with he'll have a 30-point game. The only guys to have this last year, Jokic, Murray, AG, MPJ, and Russ. Mm-hmm. And CB, I think, had that 30-point game. I think he had one 30-point game as well. I think that there's a chance Tim Hardaway Jr. I think he'll be mostly what you're saying. But there will be one night where it's like, damn, 30-piece.
And 27 of them will be from his 9 made threes.
You're like,
Honestly, if
damn,
he gets to 30, probably.
Yep.
damn, Tim was giveth
What do you got,
tonight,
Win?
man.
My bold prediction is that Tim Hardaway, this is really bold, attempts the third most threes on the Nuggets this season.
Dang.
Behind Murray and Cam?
Yes. So Jokic attempted the third most last year. Do you,
Wow.
know who,
Okay, all right.
do you know who attempted the fourth most? Russell Westbrook.
That's not great.
And
Take it.
just judging based on Tim Hardaway's preseason, 5 3-point attempts in 16 minutes, 4 in 18 minutes, 7 in 21 minutes, 6 in 22 minutes.
This is a
guy
lock.
gets him up.
This is a lock.
So it's very bold because, yes, AG is going to be potentially taking more, but his totals were down last season just because he didn't play a ton. I just think Tim is not shy, so that's a bold prediction. Maybe another 5-pepper take, but third most 3-point attempts on the team.
All right, we have arrived at the last play we're going to do. Apologies to Jalen Pickett, Julian Strother, who we've axed from this for time purposes. Jamal Murray. Judgment has arrived. D-line, start us off.
When I'm tired of all the positive things people have been saying.
no,
I'm just kidding. No, of course. I mean, it's the year of Jamal Murray. He's going to make the All-Star game. We've been saying this the whole time. Like, I feel like I just think this is it, man. The judgment card has been pulled. All things have been laid bare. He is in shape. His mind appears to be right. All of the signs are pointing in the right direction. It just really is the time for Jamal Murray to lay waste to all of the haters and just do it, man. Just play a whole goddamn good season. Is that too much to ask?
We don't know.
It might be.
It might be.
It might be too much to
It might be.
ask.
It shouldn't be, though.
It shouldn't, but it might be.
But it might be.
I went with a double prediction here, which is that he will average a career high in both points and efficiency.
Hey-oh.
A rare example. I said Yoke's number will go down, but efficiency up. I think Jamal might actually pull off the double elevator. Gonna get
Double
a both.
elevator.
I love it. I wish I hadn't gone after you guys. I have career high in points per game. But
And we're all drinking that Jamal
So
juice.
this may not seem like a bold take, but it would be like if it happened.
Massive.
It's happening.
No, we've been talking about this for so long. Like these
I know.
incredibly bold takes feel very benign.
If we go to
We've
last
said
year,
them.
we're doing all the same thing.
Yep.
Exact same predictions.
And for me, the logic, I'll be consistent. I have with this the whole time. I think he will enjoy those stagger minutes more than he has in the past. They can be impactful stagger minutes and not just him kind of like hands on his knees in the corner, you know?
Yeah, dude, I'll never forget last year, first game of the season, opening night, first bench unit of the year, and it's Jamal with Russ and Sharich. And I'm like, this is just not going to work.
Yep.
Man. Like, I could have told you that.
You and Michael Malone both were thinking that same thing.
Actually, we probably were.
All right, finish it off.
I've got Jamal Murray attempting the most threes or making the most threes in his career this season.
that'd
I'm
be
just
dope.
buying the 3-point evolution of the Nuggets.
We're all
This is
on
great.
that. We're all,
I know
I love this.
teams
It's a
in the
good
preseason, it's tough to judge because, look, teams just take a lot of threes in the preseason. It's what they do. It's easy. I just am buying it with the Nuggets and just this offensive philosophy change. So I think he's going to take him and make a lot of threes. He's been doing so in the preseason.
Yep. That's a great one, Harrison. I would love that. I would welcome this so much. And I think it actually might be the gateway to the rest of the things that we're talking about here, making the All-Star game, averaging a
definitely.
career high in points per game. Murray shot more threes than twos in college. Now the line goes back in the NBA, but he has become so methodical, such a pick and roll. Let's find the best 2 points we can guy alongside Jokic.
Yeah.
Let it fly from three, man. He's a good shooter, and I think it'll be good for him.
Yeah, and being the point guard versus the two, like it's definitely cut down on his 3-point shot. But yeah, I mean, come on, it's the year of Jamal Murray. Like he's not gonna.
I know.
I mean, come on, what are we talking about?
Not in the year of Jamal.
Come on, man.
Our last thing we have to predict now becomes the record for the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah,
Put
boy.
it on wax. Who wants to go first? What brave soul?
I'll go.
I bet you're highest.
I am. I said 61.
You're really buying that this year is just a breeze.
That's not a breeze, but it's not a breeze either.
61 is a breeze.
I think that the Denver Nuggets, they won 50 games last year and they were held down artificially low. The year before, if memory serves, they won 57 games. That tied the franchise record. 57 is the most this franchise has ever won. I just feel very good about this roster. They are deeper than they've ever been. There's not a lot of things to point to as to why, it shouldn't go up by a wide margin. I just feel really good about this squad. I mean, the Oklahoma City Thunder won 68 games last year.
Yep.
So I don't think that they'll be as on cruise control as that team was, but I don't think they'll be that far behind.
Okay. 61 would be a hell of a year,
It
man.
would be a hell of a year, and I think they're due for a hell of a year,
lives.
man. They're due for a hell of a year.
You
I like it. Yeah, I'll go. I mean, look, two of us here were brave enough to say that they break the record, and I'm a coward. I'm going to have them splitting this record for the third time.
I love it. I love this idea. It does feel like the Nuggets should just keep tying it.
Just like no matter what,
every year.
they can't go high. They might win the title.
Yeah,
They're
No, I
not
mean, how
going
it's
higher
going to
than
go is
57.
they're going to be in reach of the record and then just rest everybody.
Yeah, something, or just lose to the Spurs again.
Yeah.
But I have 57. Share it three ways. Why not?
All right. What about you, Wind?
I think I had 59 there. Yeah, I was going to go 58, one over the record, but I went 59 instead.
So you and I are like 2 games separated, but mine feels insane.
Yours does feel insane, but
You're insane, dude. You're insane.
no, come on.
What's crazier, Eric's or Dev's?
Dev went with 54.
59 such an ugly number. I almost didn't want to
Dev
take
went
it,
with
but-
54, which is kind of a low number. You know, that to me feels more like a 3 seed, possibly even a
Dev
4 seed.
low on the Nuggets?
You know, I don't know why. We didn't have him here. We'll have to have him tomorrow explain it. I went with 56. I think it's going to be a really good year. I'm still taking the over on the Nuggets. I think the West is really good. I just don't think that I think even the Thunder are going to win fewer than 68 this year, even with all their depth and everything else. But I think 56 is going to feel like a great year. I don't think that's going to feel bad. I think it's going to feel like, hell yeah, we're ready to go. That's a 2 seed, in my opinion, 56 wins.
Yep.
It's a lot of wins, and I think that's how it shakes out. All right, what do we got here?
Okay, Jay, it's been a porch sitting summer, but tomorrow is
Let's go.
DNVR bar sitting time. Faith Reloaded, LFG.
We'll get some country time lemonade.
See you guys tomorrow. Shout out, Jay.
Hey,
you tomorrow,
shout out
Jay.
everybody who's coming out to the bar. We've said this before, but, you know, Colfax is going under a lot of pressure right now. We would
Yeah, I would say
appreciate
it's
you guys
under
coming out here.
actual attack from the city in which it resides.
Yeah, so come join us at the bar, man.
We're going to
Make
have giveaways too, prizes. It's going to be a great vibe.
You got to come out for
tomorrow
opening night. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
dude, come
Hashtag-
support the bar, please.
Hashtag back
please,
to
please.
facts, baby.
Back to facts.
Josh Barnett from Down Under. Is that an accent?
Lovely dream.
Merry year of Jamal Murray Eve to all. It's all a good morning. P.S. The Doko bloody ruled, and RG is the GOAT.
RJ is the
doc.
goal.
The
Doc ruled.
The
Daco.
I honestly thought, like, once I saw bloody, I was like, okay, this is going to be a weird Australian
The
thing.
Daco bloody. I know it sounds
Daco
like.
is
blood.
Doc in Australian.
The Daco. The Daco. It
I
ruled.
bet. Yeah, you see the Daco bloody. Is that a team of? Is that cricket? Is that okay,
Right. Jeremy, J-Rock, Mikhail, Murray, All-Star, Brucey B re-signs another vet minimum.
Yeah, he said Brucey B resigns.
He did. Re-signs.
Resigns. That's fine. I was like,
He might
Brucey B
resign.
resigns.
Shout out Jeremy J-Rock, who
Hell yeah.
has taken us to a game. Boyd D Sauce. Bold predictions. Nikola has more 20-plus assist games than 40-point games.
Oh, I love
good
that
one.
one. That's a
one.
great one.
Jamal, multiple 50-point games, and they come before All-Star break. Jonas knocks out Draymond.
Hey, man, I like all your predictions.
JJS photo. If the Heaves hadn't counted towards his 3-point percentage, what would have been Yoke's 3-point percentage last season? I believe 45 is very
Oh, there we
doable.
go.
Hey,
D-line.
there it is.
There
Just
you go,
repeat
D-line.
the
Good
feat.
point. Eric Schultz prediction: Cam Johnson will break his career high in points. He will hit 40 points in a game.
Man,
40
that would be a
crazy.
vibey
That's a
game,
six
man.
pepper take, but I'm here
crazy.
for it. Carrot. Also, Mike never did that here. Carrot Hammer, Tony Madonna. I think CB is going to have a triple double this
Bro,
season.
I love that one. That's
That's
a
a
dope
good
one,
one.
too.
I'm pissed I didn't have that one.
Oh,
God
that's a
damn it,
great
Carrot
one.
Hammer.
Hey, that's why you guys are homies.
Here's a prediction I hope comes true. Adam will remove the kimchi he put in the
Already done.
fridge.
Already
at work.
done. Already done, brother. Come on. Come on. It's kimchi.
That's
It's healthy for
insane.
you. They say it's very
Adam
healthy for
put
you.
kimchi
I
in
mean,
the
that-
work.
that's a
fridge.
borderline
That was,
Horrible offense,
that
man.
was a
Kimchi
bad
in a company
I did
fridge.
make a company faux pas there. Everybody, next time you see us, we're going to be here doing the pregame show for you. We hope we see you actually in person here at the DNVR bar, but I cannot wait to get this season underway. Thanks for surviving the off season with us.
Let's
Hit that
go.
like button on the way out.